Hello, I'm Merlyn of SJW. Welcome to the first episode of How to Communicate for nowt. As a young person in pensions, I find it quite odd that the default choice for communications is post and print when me, my friends, my relatives are all present online. I'm native to this world, so digital is a second nature for me. However, no matter your age, we've all learnt to use digital as a part of our daily existence. One really exciting thing about digital is the availability of great tools that won't cost you a penny to use. Within this course, I'm going to introduce you to this world and try and give you the confidence to shine online. First, for this video, I'm going to share with you the current state of play within today's digital environment, and this is going to include some ground rules, some member insights. If you think this is going to be quite a lot to cover, don't worry, this course is designed for the novice communicator. Take any notes you want, and I also suggest you have a go at the worksheet available below. Let's get going. First of all, a few ground rules. I just want to get something straight. Digital communication is not all about young people. Some 48% of online baby boomers aged 65 to 74 now have a social media profile, as do 41% of over 75s. Furthermore, Facebook users aged 65 and over has doubled to 41% since 2012, with those 55 plus becoming the second largest demographic. Secondly, don't be afraid of going digital. There's nothing to worry about, it's just the evolution of communication. This is where the conversation is and has been for years. It's your duty as communicators to join in. We've heard of trustees being afraid of opening social media accounts for fear of being spammed and scammed. It's a bit like being too afraid to check your post every morning for fear of opening a chain letter. What's a chain letter? Next, no more secrets. There is now a culture of sharing knowledge, experiences, and opinions. The very essence of digital communication is to get your content out in the open. People of every age use online resources to become more informed and efficient in every aspect of life. This is seen in the explosion of social media outlets, YouTubers, bloggers, reviews, comparison websites, and online tutorials. Sharing builds reciprocity, breaks down barriers, and gets us working together. The mere suggestion that we no longer talk to each other is complete nonsense. We talk more than ever. And finally, you need to embrace new methods. We've found this a constant battle in pensions. Schemes or professional firms preferring to default to and perfect old ways and not even entertain the ways that successful brands and industries are communicating today. That's disappointing. Here's a practical example of how things have changed. Homework. Bear with me here. In the old days, if we had to write a piece about the fall of the Roman Empire, we'd have to go to the library, sign up to the library, wait for one of the 2 books to be free, read the book to find the relevant chapters, make notes, draft our material, and type it up, print it out, and hand it in. Now, we Google it. The information is accessible, the thread of research is intelligently streamlined, and once we got our report together, it can now be emailed or saved to a cloud-based system. Now let's take a look at the members and what they expect from the brands they are invested in. There is a demand for immediate results, answers, and same-day delivery. Everyone's busy, and time is a luxury. Between family, friends, study, work, commuting, rest, passion projects, keeping fit, and general life maintenance, there's not a second to spare, which is why people often check their phones in between or whilst doing other things. Every pension scheme needs to provide convenient, frictionless experiences and instant results in order to earn the time and attention of members. The experience Amazon provides is smart, seamless and efficient. 91% of UK consumers now shop on Amazon. That is not a coincidence. Fair prices and quality are a given. Today's true competitive advantage is convenience. Please write that down, convenience. And yet benefit statements, often the only thing members receive from their pension schemes, are still printed, riddled with written out links and a variety of calls to action and information that's several months out of date. The lack of engagement is no coincidence. There's been a rise of fundraising sites like patreon.com and gofundme.com, and a fundraising function has been integrated into Facebook. That's because people back causes. Plastic has been around for generations, and we were always aware of the problems it was causing and was going to cause. It's today's generation that made mighty brands go plastic-free comparatively overnight. What I'm trying to point out is that a common mission sparks powerful action. Think about how you can inspire your members to do good, instead of trying to lecture or scare them into doing what you want. I'm going to summarise the key behaviours we're seeing right now and can expect to continue. Today's brands have long been required to keep all device types in mind when creating digital experiences, and now, mobile browsing is actually leading the way. Brands are following what people find most convenient. On top of this, PwC predicts that mobile-based buying will soon surpass desktop-based buying, after they saw mobile commerce more than doubling from 7 to 17% in their 2018 Total Retail Report. The average mobile user touches their phone 2,617 times a day. This is primarily to check their social media accounts. Video, like the one you're watching now, is predicted to account for 82% of all internet traffic by 2020. With regards to the written word, you need to provide a mixture of short form and long form content. By this I mean regularly provide attractively bite-sized pieces of educational and inspirational content, and occasionally go for the more detailed, lengthy piece when genuinely appropriate. If you're wondering what impact this could tangibly have on member outcomes, consider this. 3/4 of consumers have interacted with retailers via social media, and 40% spend more as a result. Thank you so much for joining me for the Lay of the Digital Landscape, the first episode of How to Communicate for nowt. I hope you feel more connected to the current state of play and excited about how you can take some of this thinking and apply it to your own communications. Make sure to have a go at the worksheet. If you have any questions, please take a look at the options below. You can ask us a question directly and join our 2020 Comms LinkedIn group, a member-only group in which we'll be active and responding to your questions. In the next session, we're going to get things started as I give you the lowdown on social media platforms, the pros, the cons, and how to get set up to communicate. See you then.